Hello everybody, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Unification Wars, playing as the Imperium of Man. Warhammer 30k based, not 40k. I know, I'm sorry. It's like 40k is a thing that I'm familiar with. I already told you guys I'm not very familiar with a lot of Warhammer base lore in general, so if I call this Warhammer 40k, it's because it's recognizable to me, when it's actually secretly Warhammer 30k. So we got some other stuff happening right now. Apparently the Thunder Warriors are becoming increasingly unstable, which is probably not a good thing for me. I have at least a couple of extra factories to be working with. I think if there's anything I want to produce, it's probably going to be a load more medium tanks. Because even though I don't have any real meaningful amount of rubber, it's still probably worth getting some of those. Actually, these don't even take rubber. What am I talking about? This only takes adamantium. Oh, I can do that. That's just like no problem. All right, so what's going to happen in 4 days when we get this event with the unstable Thunder Warriors? Great question. I don't know. We'll find out at least in a little bit. There's some logistics companies which I'll be able to toss onto some stuff eventually. Not sure it's the utmost priority right now, though. I'm going to go ahead and learn how to try to make some synthetic rubber. I did set up a lot more infrastructure jobs. What is this? Okay, this I don't care about. So it begins. Thunder Warriors stable, Thunder Warriors unstable. The condition of the Thunder Warriors' physical and mental health is beginning to degrade into them acting more savage and animal-like, the likes of which cannot be compared to the steadfastness and valor of the Legio Custores. Their gene seed defects are causing the Thunder Warriors to act this way, and there is no cure. The only way for the Thunder Warriors to stop wreaking havoc is the total annihilation of them. Well, presumably, that just made Thunder Warriors, which are a pretty large backbone of my army, worse, somehow. Bit weird. We did mess up the whole claim thing over here against Salonia, so I can't build the Titan anytime soon. No idea what the Titan's gonna be like by the time we get to it, but that's fine. I'm gonna finish attacking Semhalia over here. They're allied to a lot of people, apparently. Are these guys all vassal states? No, they have non-aggression pacts. I don't care about that. We need to kill Semhalia, and then we need to get to Urartu over here, because this is the way that I will be able to purge the Thunder Warriors entirely. In fact, since I already messed up Salonia over here, I might even say that that's the higher priority now. Which feels a little bit weird, because I feel like building a Titan is pretty freaking awesome, but at the same time, I'm doing okay without the Titan. So maybe we don't care right now. Maybe. What are you guys doing? You have no idea? That's fine. Y'all just sit back home or something, I don't know. Go up over here. Get off the front line, you don't belong there at all. Frickin' heck. Are we training up any more troops? No. Should we be? Yes. I don't think, let's see, 50 medium tanks on these. I do think I want to toss on logistics companies, but we're out of experience. Medium tanks, we're only producing like 3.5 a day. That's not exactly a lot. I don't think I need anywhere near this many light tanks anymore, so I'm going to pull back again on some of those. We probably do want at least a bit more motorized, at least until such a time that I can get to mechanized level 2. Once I got mechanized level 2, that's usually as far as you need to go in conjunction with the, Oh, this is why I didn't do this research. Oops. Okay, right, so we were trying to get we were trying to save up for a boost in rubber so I could get that way. I messed that one up. Alright. New Prometheum reserves. So I think I'm going to care more about oil or rubber. Honestly, probably rubber, but that said, could go for some radars, could go for other technology I may not care about. What does new processing methods do? Makes synthetic refineries better. I mean, yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing for us. Well, okay, I guess we're going to go ahead and get some rubber production, since that's the thing that I'm currently lacking the most. Would love to have some more adamantium. I don't. Could we start unifying somebody else? No. Gonna be a while before the Thunder Warriors deteriorate again. Not sure if we're gonna be able to finish these next 2 wars fast enough. I do have the ability to declare a war, so I'm gonna go ahead and start justifying now here on Urartu. And we are gonna declare our war. And the people I want to go are you with your tanks, and then why did Pink not actually get assigned? I don't know, but let's tell them to go as well. Alright, so the tanks should make a really aggressive push to cut these guys off from their capital. These guys, like, took a load of land against the Achaemenid Empire, but I don't see a ton of troops on their front line, which makes me think that these guys really did not deserve to get what they got. I mean, maybe I'm just being judgmental. It's totally possible I'm being judgmental, alright? Deities personified are known to be judgmental. You would know, wouldn't you, Mr. Emperor of Mankind? So I'm just saying. But still, alright, I'm gonna go for, thing is, most of these aren't actually that good. Attrition's a thing. Air experience, meh. Could go for better fighters. Start researching those. I think I'm just gonna go for the tank designer. We'll get some extra reliability on them and also just be able to, you know, research upgrades for them a little bit faster when the time does come. So I think I'm going to go for the Airland Battle. This is my preferred route, to go right through integrated support and then through Airland Battle. Shock and Awe is good if you're going to be mostly an infantry and artillery army, but I do want to start working in a lot of tanks. So I'm going to expect that I'm going to have air dominance and tanks, totally mixing up my armies. That is what I expect. Could do some decrypting, don't really care. So synthetic refineries. Yeah, let's go ahead and start building a bunch of them, honestly. I mean, we can only build a few in so many places, but with 100% infrastructure in so many areas, like, why not just take advantage of the incredibly fast build speed? You know? And we'll just go ahead and start doing some of that. I'll go ahead and knock at least a couple of you guys up toward the top of the queue, though we have quite a few more civilian factories now that we've cored so much extra land. It's amazing. I would like to have more anti-air, I think. We'll try that for the moment, anyway. Could integrate some more folks. The Achaemenid Empire. This will be expensive. Yeah, a little expensive. Alright. But I've started making some gains in the Achaemenid Empire's old territory, and all of this will then become my cores. I don't know if that means I then will have cores on a whole bunch of these little guys, but that actually might let me declare war really quickly. Maybe. Alright, so these gunships need to get replaced with the better Valkyrie gunships. Let's go for an upgrade to the fighters as well. Still like doing that when we can. So, how are you guys doing? Pretty good? Yeah, pretty good. Are we still set to be aggressive with everybody? We are. I mean, yeah. And you know, that's great. That's just fantastic. I don't really care, though. So Sumhelia, I mean, you should die pretty quick here. Once we get your capital, I think you fall apart. That's all your core states. We could send some army volunteers to try and speed up the Astartes program. Same with some equipment. I don't mind doing both of those. Right now, the Thunder Warriors being unstable, we can see what their effects are, and they have less soft attack, hard attack, and they take up more supply. Okay, good to know. Like, literally, good to know. I'm going to get some better guns going, I think. Those are still going to be probably worth it, right? So we have a small upgrade for some stuff. Let's go for more, ooh, I don't know, offense, you know, breakthrough and blah, blah, blah. All of that seems fine. Can you guys just, like, clear all of this out? There we go. Thank you. Much better. I'm getting more intrigued as I play some of this with, like, the Warhammer universe. Just a little bit. I mean, I said this might happen, but, like, it's happening. I'm getting interested. The funny thing is, I have had some very enthusiastic Warhammer players in my audience and on the Discord community for a while. That war was pretty quick. There we go. And they've tried to get me into it, and it's just been kind of hard for me to do, but, like, it's been interesting. I was sent, like, a couple of lore videos and stuff about Warhammer 40k and kind of like a Cliff Notes version of all of that. It was really interesting stuff. In Warhammer 40k, so 10,000 years from now, isn't the same Emperor in charge, but he's basically skeletal and he, like, sustains himself on the souls of 40,000 people per day? Or something like that? I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like that's kind of what was going on. Alright, let's go ahead and set up a few extra troops. These guys are already on the way. You guys have no idea what to do with. We'll just set you up over here. For now, until I can figure out what else to do. Being a negative political power is obviously no bueno, because once we are done with our justification of war over here, I'm going to have enough political power to start over here. It might be a little bit late. Nonetheless, I think the Imperium is going to get really freaking strong once I finish coring the Achaemenid Empire's territory. That's going to be quite a large population and a lot of factories, I presume. That will be going into the Empire of Mankind's pocket. Very excited. Expanded synthetics is done. Now we can go for new processing materials, which just makes synthetics even better. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else I think would be better? We could work a little bit on some air doctrines. Let's go ahead and start working on some of that. You know what? I'm all right. It's not like I've built many of these synthetic factories right now anyway, so why not just wait a little bit? Why not just be patient? Looks like I am actually building a few of these up. Oh, I already started building some? You know, it's amazing, but I didn't even know and I wasn't paying attention. Nukage! We want to start working on atomic research. We already saw there were some national focuses or something that had to do with repeated nukage, right? So in my opinion, it just makes sense that we gotta do that. I could infiltrate a bunch of things. Don't think I care too much. Is there anything here that would be like really good for me to get? How about we just go ahead and start working on decryption just in case that ends up being useful? It probably won't, but just in case, right? Okay, so we finished with the rubber processing, which again just makes things a little better than they were. Let's get some extra soft attack going. I think after this we'll probably work on mechanized. And if we can get the army experience together, I'll happily start swapping some stuff out for these guys. Swap out the motorized in favor of the better mechanized. Just generally going to be better. I do think I want the logistics company, which is going to greatly reduce the amount of supply that is being used by a 40 combat width. Though all these 40 combat width things are about to go bye-bye in the next expansion. I have no idea what the new meta is going to end up looking like. I'm really concerned that why is this not continuing? Lack of political power, gosh dang it. Right, alright, being in the negative has slowed me down a fair bit over here. Anyway, yeah, like combat width's changing with terrain. Like, what's going to be the meta now? Before it was really easy. You get yourself up to 20 combat width or 40 combat width and you go from there. That was almost always the right way to go, right? It just made sense. Now, I have to figure out, like, what's going to be the optimal for several different potential terrains. I have to actually look at the terrain map mode for once and be like, alright, I'm going into a mostly forest and plains area. I'll need these two different width templates trained up. That's cool, but at the same time, it's going to be really annoying, too. Because I'm a little concerned that I'll have to keep, like, taking my units and swapping the templates around. Right? You know, just go over here and, like, change out what they are in order to actually be effective. How annoying is that going to be? And the answer is probably pretty darn annoying. We have a little bit of air experience. I'm going to give you guys extra range, believe it or not. Because I feel like that's something you guys are kind of lacking in the most right now. Mark 1, there you are. Let's go ahead and start producing big range planes. Thank you. Wait, did we actually get a load of rubber? We did. Hello. We have rubber all of a sudden. I can start producing more planes. Oh, well, that's exciting. Hooray for me. It takes forever to build a Valkyrie gunship, by the way. Oh my gow. All right. Anyway, we can speed up these medium tanks. What else is taking up adamantium? Artillery. Forget artillery. Focus on the mediums first. We can build less artillery. I don't care that much. It's fine. So we're taking attrition over here, and I don't think we need to. I think we just go ahead and move to a different supply zone. Down over here. Fallback line, move. Get them into some different supply areas so that our offensive troops can fight at full strength. At least until we can get some more infrastructure figured out. This area kind of sucks. Apparently. Alright, yeah, no, I love that I'm getting the extra oil and the extra rubber out of this. That's fan-flippin-tastic. Who's got adamantium? I need to kill you if you have adamantium. Raise your hand. I promise nothing bad will befall you. Nothing? Anyone? No? Seriously, does, like, no one have adamantium? Well, that's disappointing. No, literally, like, almost no one. These guys have a teeny bit. Alright, seems like we may have already kind of reached our limit. As far as the, medium tank production has gone. That's not fantastic. More support equipment, make sure we keep up on that. And we'll toss a couple extra factories into gunships, I suppose. Let's go start working on that mechanized. I did say I was going to do that. So we're making progress over here now, yeah? Yes, we are. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately start justifying our war goal over here. We'll make up for our mistake. In the meantime, you guys need to die. Go. We've got tanks. Go fast. We got mobility. Go. All right, we already got it. So this is why I like light tanks. That was quick. Took like no time flat. Practically none at all. How long until we finish coring all this? We did finish coring all of this. Okay. You know what? I don't know if I want to unify with anyone else right now. It might be better to actually go for these adamantium smelters, which will take a lot. There's also new adamantium mines over here, but this is slightly better. Remove 2 infrastructure? Really? Fascinating. Question, can I declare war? No, but I can justify to retake states, and that tends to go a heck of a lot faster. Heck of a lot faster. So these guys have cores. These guys do not. They don't. There's probably a button to do this. So wait, all those cores are going to only make it a little faster for me to kill one person, the Immortal Empire? Well, that's disappointing. Alright, no, that's probably fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it so much. It's going to be A-O freaking K. Let's go ahead and start moving some extra troops off in this direction, just generally speaking. Let's see, I'll have a good number of troops along here, and then you guys are going to set up nicely along here, I think. Then we'll have 1/3 army set up over here. We can figure out what to do with the rest in a little bit. You will be that army. You're gonna... Whoops. Oh, right. It took that long for the game to actually process that we had conquered these people. Ha! Yeah. Alright, there we go. So once this is all done, this should go pretty darn quick. So that should have been worth a lot, right? I mean, as far as like factories and stuff goes. We've got quite a few civilian factories, up to 300 factories now, 162 civilian. We need a lot more military factories, actually. Except for adamantium, but yeah. Let's go ahead and start filling out lots more military factories. I think it's time we start adding those to the list on top of literally everything else I've decided is worthwhile. So, can we work on this now? No, I have to finish this first. Dang it all to heckfire! In order to do this and get rid of the Thunder Warriors, I first have to have done this and get rid of Salonia. So yeah, this did very much need to happen first. Flippin' heck. Alright, fine. Let's go for some free military factories. I like them. Vulture gunships. Ooh, excellent. We do want to be building more of those, right? So let's see. You swap out for the... They all look the same, which is kind of a problem. I think it's the Vulture. The Valkyrie is the transport, even though they're both gunships. That would benefit, I think, from a little bit of diversification, don't you think? I think yes. Let's increase the speed of my aircraft. Why not make them better? We might as well. Hi, Brazil is willing to trade me 1. Just 1. That's all they're willing to give me. Absolutely stingy. They continue to deteriorate. Yep. How's it bad now? Pretty bad. It got worse. Doubled, actually. Let's go ahead and build up this Astartes program. I don't really want to spend 100 political power and cost myself 20% science. I assume it's only for 30 days, but, like, I don't really want to do that. So in order to train these guys, like, what do you have to do? Certain people need to be subjugated. We need certain equipment. I can't click the button. Begin regional tithing. I can't do any of this until we have finished with this project. But once it is done, it looks like it's going to give me, like, free super elite armies or something. I don't know, but we gon' find out. Advanced airstrikes are done. Fantastic. We can work on strategic bombing. I don't have any of those. Let's see. It is 95. Let's go for some more construction speed. We're improving the infantry equipment for the extra soft attack. Having 5 research lights is nice. I mean, it's always nice to have it early in the game, but I'd say usually it's about the second tier of technology you start to really wish you had a lot more. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and just start training up some more tanks. We got plenty of them. Why not? I probably don't need this many, really, but, like, why not? And, you know, if I could just duplicate templates, it'd be really nice so that I could also build out some, you know, like, motorized armies or something. As it is, I'll probably just go ahead and have to change all these to motorized, but look how much freaking experience that takes. A lot. Takes a lot, dude. I don't like it. Alright, we're almost done with this. This will be a really fast war. We'll try to time this around expansion of justice. So we can immediately move on to the next one and get the 500 political power, and then also purge out the Thunder Warriors, the Thundercats. Call down the Thunderdome. I don't have any allies. Haha, never mind. No friends for me. Alright, so this should be, like, really fast. Go. You guys all go over here to this victory point. As long as we get the city down and grab this other victory point, this should be an almost instant death. Looks like we're just straight out overrunning the troops, and what do you know? Instant death. I told you it was going to happen. So we can actually justify on really fast. I'll go ahead and do that real quick, because why the heck not? We actually did time this out pretty much right. I'm going to go ahead and set you up along here with the goal of knocking this nation out. I do want to take out this faction. I think it could be fun to take on an entire faction on my own. So we will. And that's the only reason that I truly need. Alright, take all states. Done, done. Question. Did I need to just own them or make them into cores? No, now I can do this. Okay. I was worried I had to first, like, integrate these people. That would take a lot longer. A lot longer, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and do the adamantium smelters so I can start producing more medium tanks. Because medium tanks are the way of the future. Expansion of justice. Done. Let's go for the Aquila over Ind. Whatever the frickin' Aquila over Ind is supposed to represent. I don't know. But it's probably importante. Don't you think? I think. It'd feel really good to build up some air bases if we were gonna do something like this. Yeah. Maybe worth having a couple of air bases get built up over here. These should be relatively quick for me to build. And that will make it so I can actually, like, you know, bring an air force along when I do attack these guys. Orange, I'm gonna give you, basically a front line along here. And your goal will be to take these victory points and knock these guys out quickly. Using the power of the lightest of possible tanks. I really would like to have some motorized to fill in that gap. That'd be better. But I don't got it. We stole 1,000 heavy tanks? Well, hello. We also have 4,000 medium tanks. You know what that means? We can train up some of these now. Like 8. That's about it. What are we missing? Motorized. I'm out of motorized. Fair enough. Let's build some more when we have factories available. We're producing a pretty good amount per day. That won't be a problem. But again, we need to get to mechanized too, and we'll swap that around. Babylonia, it is time to die. Squeesh. Lightning round. Go! They have no troops. Really? They have no troops? Oh, okay, go! Well, that was as easy as it gets. The Immortal Empire turns out ain't that immortal. Oh, they have one troop! They have one! They died before they even could surrender. In my world, that's what we call kind of funny. They have a lot of aluminum. I retake my core state. Done, thank you. So you're already cored, which means I shouldn't have to integrate you or anything, right? Let's go and start producing some more motorized. I'll pull back on this in a little bit. For now, this seems alright. Okay, so troops are on the way over here. We should probably start justifying on, I don't know, somebody. How about the big scary guy who has lots of puppets? Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do with you. I'm gonna destroy you. And everything you've ever loved, everything you've ever stood for, shall be mine. Why aren't you guys moving down where I want you? I don't know. Hey, Aquila over Ind is done. Sweet. All right, now we can go for Triumph on Ararat. We have 57 days before the Thunder Warriors become violent. We're going to start unifying the Titans. It's going to take 90 days to do that. We are the Titans. I also probably want to dig up some more adamantium mines, if I'm being honest. Simply because more adamantium is better in every possible way. Right. Am I going to wish that I had more troops for this, or what? Do I think I'm going to have enough? I guess there's not much reason not to just go ahead and train up more infantry. What are we missing? Infantry equipment? Really? I got 112,000 more. I would have thought that was plenty. Apparently I am wrong on that point. Oh, right, Mountaineers. I suppose I could have worked on those, couldn't I? It is time to go for an upgrade to the medium tank, so we will. I haven't been fighting these wars long enough to get any meaningful amount of army experience, and it's starting to peeve me off a little bit. Just a smidge, tiny bit. Little tiny peevage. Let's go ahead and start digging up those adamantium mines. I think it's worth it. 40 days. There's no way we're going to get this done in time. We'll be very close. But, yeah, depending on what's about to happen with these guys, I mean, they're deteriorating. They'll be, what, deteriorated? Are they going to betray me? Am I going to lose half my army? Well, we have until the end of this to figure it out. So we better figure it out. Oh no! One of my agents was captured! No! No! Rescue captured operative. Commence and ready, go. So wait, can we actually see? We should have had some intel. You have a reasonable number of troops. But I think that I'm gonna have better troops. And better troops are better. Did you know? So we're gonna try for that. Let's continue building up some more infantry equipment, since apparently I'm surprisingly low-ish on that. Yes, I know, I'm also concerned about the Thundercats, Thunder Warriors, but whatever. That's a lot of troops that you put on your front border there, buddy. It's almost as if you're angling for a little bit of aggression against me, buddy. I'm not sure that I really appreciate your tone there, buddy. It's interesting, though. They all have roughly the same flag. That's kind of cool. Were they a faction at the very beginning of the game? Is that scripted? Or is there, like, an actually kind of cool effect where, for some reason, people actually, like, change their flags if they're part of factions or if they're all vassals or something? That'd be really cool. Hey, look at these Sentinels. They look fun. I'm already banking heavy on the tanks. Why not just get better light tanks so I can keep the tanks relevant for a while? I can think of worse things to do. Way worse. A little bit worse. Mostly worse? Shut up. It's fine. Not worried about it at all. Only worried about Thunders. Only worried about Thunders. We're almost done training another 16 divisions of tanks, which will all then get tossed onto this group. Construction 4 is done. Excellent. Let's go for some more excavation tech. Still think resources are king in this particular case. And there we go. They continue to deteriorate. Now we're taking weekly stability loss. Yeah, so this really needs to get dealt with soon. And, I mean, it does say that we're going to, like, purge all Thunder Warriors. I think I'm about to lose a huge chunk of troops. Massive chunk of troops, actually. We may not be able to win this faction war quite yet. I might need all these tanks that I'm getting. Well, this is done. They've been purged. Justification finished. Okay. So, that's it. That's all we had to do there. We just purged all those fools. Okay. Well, I feel good about that. Let's go ahead and start getting some adamantium mines set up. And did I lose my generals? You took my generals? Don't do that! They actually totally took away a lot of my stuff.
Tend to your weapons and equipment.
Well, I'm not happy about that. I'm not really okay with it, actually. I'm frankly rather betrayed and disturbed. Did I not have another field marshal somewhere? I thought I did. Alright, gonna have to go for you, I guess. So, I just lost my entire pink army. Fine. This will be replacement fuchsia. Call it that. And then you guys, your goal is basically actually to just go beeline for Deca and just knock these guys out. I might train these guys up a little early. When does this expire? August 11th. We have 2 months to finish training them. They will be done August 18th. They will not be done in time. So I think we're going to have to accept that we're going to have some green tanks. But we're going to send them to the front line. And with superior blitzing speed, we are going to crush these two guys and then focus on these two one at a time. And hopefully this ends up being a huge chunk of land that I get to own. And also, while we wait... Wait, why do I have this much political power? Hang on. What? Well, you know what? I was going to spend it, but let's hold on to a second. I want to find out what's going to happen once we build the Titan piece. It's just a torso. It's not even the whole thing. We'll see, though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.